Hi there. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. My name is Angel, and I like all things that are mysterious. So, I actually found this, I shouldn't say found, but this actually happened back in September. And I wanted to cover it, and I put it on the back burner because I was getting ready to do, you know, the Halloween thing, and then we did the Thanksgiving thing, and then we did the Christmas thing. So, I'm going to do it now. And I do realize that it is from September and we do know a lot more information, which I do like because remember, I don't like loose ends. I, it, especially something like this. This really needed closure. And honestly, I can't imagine if they would have never found it. So, anyways, we are going to get this specific story from the Business Insider website. I will not get it together, but I will put the link down in the description box that way you guys can check it out yourselves. Um, I'm just gonna get right into it. So the Business Insider said they start off with a pilot training in one of America's most expensive weapon systems ejected over South Carolina. Officials can't find the F 35 he was flying. Blew my mind. I was like, how did the military lose a plane? Right? Because I 100% know they have trackers on them. If we have trackers on our phones, we can put trackers on, buy little trackers and put them on things, right? I know the government has a good one. So, how does a whole plane go missing? That I never understood about that whole situation. Like, it just I think me and Randy were, no, I don't think we were still doing the podcast. I think we stopped doing it because there was just a lot of stuff going on. I was going through all my stuff, and then he's still going through stuff. It's just life, you know. I don't let it stop me from doing what I've been doing for a while now. I've been at this YouTube thing for quite a bit of time now. But anyways, let's see. A pilot, so these are the key points that they wanted to put out there. A pilot ejected from his F-35B Lightning II jet after a mishap during a Sunday training flight. Do they ever talk about what that mishap was? I really want to know. While the pilot was unharmed, the jet was lost and has not yet been recovered by officials. But since the story, because this was the first story covering it, right? They have found the plane. So I'm ruining the story already because I mean we already know. I don't know if you guys watch the news or not, but yeah, I still don't understand. We're in 2020. This happened last year, 2023, and the military lost a plane. Just saying. So I don't know where they're spending the money, but I know where they're making the cuts. Anyways, the F 35 Lightning II Joint Strike Fighter program is the DoD's most expensive at $1.7 trillion. A $1.7 trillion jet went missing for days. Like it was missing for days, right? Let's see, what else do they say? It says an expensive $1.7 trillion fucking plane has been lost somewhere in South Carolina following a training mishap. A Marine Corps pilot was flying one of the country's most expensive fighters near Joint Base Charleston on Sunday afternoon when an unknown problem occurred, forcing the pilot to abandon the aircraft and eject. Because he doesn't give a fuck. That's not his fucking $1.7 trillion, right? He doesn't give a fuck. Most they're going to do is kick his ass out and give him a dishonorable discharge or whatnot. I don't know. We can confirm a mishap involving an F 35B Lightning II jet from Marine Fighter Attack Training Squadron VMFAT 501 with the 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing, a United States Marine Corps spokesperson told Insider. The pilot safely ejected from the aircraft. Well, I mean, there is that. At least nobody died, right? We are currently still gathering more information and assessing the situation. The mishap will be under investigation. So what are we now? Let's see, that was September, October, November, December, January. So it's like 4 months ago. They've had 4 months to investigate. So I'm kind of curious to see where this is going to go because, I don't read ahead no more. I just come up with shit and then I look it up and do the story. So you guys get reaction as well as we all learn something, right? Let's see. The F-35 Lightning II Joint Strike Fighter program is the Department of Defense's most expensive weapons system program, according to the U.S. Government Accountability Office. Officials estimated it would cost American taxpayers about $1.7 trillion to buy, operate, and sustain the aircraft and systems over its lifetime, the GAO reported. A 2020 report from the Project on Government Oversight found a single Marine Corps F-35B cost $135.8 million. Okay, so the 1.7 is to buy, operate, and sustain the aircraft over its lifetime. I don't know much about planes, so I don't know what a lifetime is. I can't assume that it's like a normal human lifetime, right? I'm assuming it's probably like, what, 10, 20 years tops? Because isn't that what they do with ships and stuff too? Like, they deem them inadequate or whatever and they decommission them and right? Ain't I right about that? Or am I wrong? If I'm wrong, you guys can correct me. I like to learn things. I don't want to spread misinformation, that's not me. But here we are. I'm pretty sure I've seen them decommission like sink ships. So I don't know. I think that's 50 years for a ship though. Hmm. Anyways, let's get back in this. We're not even talking about fucking ships. This is what happens when I don't have a script to follow. And that's why I'm always reading, because that way I can stay on the script. I knew this was going to happen. 5 minutes, my ass. I should. Oh, God. Anyways, the pilot, after ejecting, was found in a residential neighborhood near South Kenwood Drive in North Charleston and transported to a local medical center in stable condition, the local news outlet WCBD reported. His wingman safely landed in a separate aircraft, the outlet reported. Representatives for Joint Base Charleston did not immediately respond to requests for comment from Insider, but posted on X that officials were working with Marine Corps Air Station Beaufort to locate the lost F-35. Details regarding the training exercise that prompted the mishap are under investigation. A former test pilot said F-35 jets, Lockheed Martin's fifth-generation stealth aircraft, were intended for air superiority and strike missions and were designed precisely to fight and win in the kind of war happening in Ukraine, Insider previously reported. The U.S. Air Force deployed F-35s to NATO's front line to patrol for Russian missiles following the invasion of Ukraine. While each aircraft has various weaponry configurations, the jets have a powerful electronic intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance suite. Sure, I said it wrong. And a configuration known as Beast Mode, which Insider previously reported sacrifices stealth for firepower. F-35s can be equipped with laser-guided bombs on their wings and an AIM-9 air-to-air heat-seeking missile. Okay, so that's what the Business Insider said. Now we're going to back out of that because I know there's more to the story. I should have had it all set up. You know how I do, guys. You guys already know. I can't help myself. Oh, man. Okay. Well, it didn't save it. It's fine. All right. So AP News website says officials find debris from F-35 fighter jet that crashed in South Carolina after pilot ejected. The crash site for a stealth fighter jet that went missing during the weekend after its pilot ejected was located Monday in rural South Carolina after the military asked the public for help finding an aircraft built to elude detection. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Okay, that you see that look of it clicked? Yeah, it clicked. The debris field was discovered in Williamsburg County, about 60 miles northeast of Joint Base Charleston. Residents were being asked to avoid the area while a recovery team worked to secure it. We are transferring incident command to the USMC this evening as they begin the recovery process, the base posted Monday on the X social media platform. Oh, why are we not scrolling? Oh, there we go. Authorities had been searching for the jet since the pilot, whose name hasn't been released, just know he's going to be probably not a part of the military no more, parachuted to safety. We already know I'm not going to get it together. Parachuted to safety into a North Charleston neighborhood about 2 p.m. Sunday. He was taken to a hospital where he was in stable condition. Marines Major Melanie Salinas said, "The mishap is currently under investigation and we are unable to provide additional details to preserve the integrity of the investigative process," the Marines Corps said in a news release on Monday evening. The Marine Corps announced earlier Monday it was pausing aviation operations for 2 days after the fighter jet's crash, the third costly accident in recent weeks. I didn't hear about the other ones. I only heard about this one. General Eric Smith, the acting commandant of the Marine Corps, ordered the stand down while authorities searched near 2 South Carolina lakes for the missing F-35B Lightning II aircraft. There's a typo in there because I've been reading this damn story so long that I know it's F-35B Lightning II aircraft. Okay. Anyways, it's the third event documented as a Class A mishap over the past 6 weeks, according to a Marine Corps announcement. Such incidents occur when damages reach 2.5 million or more. A Department of Defense aircraft is destroyed, or someone dies or is permanently disabled. Commanders will spend the stand down reinforcing safe flying policies, practices, and procedures with their Marines, according to the Monday release. The announcement gave no details on the 2 previous incidents, but in August, 3 U.S. Marines were killed in the crash of a V-22B Osprey tiltrotor aircraft during a training exercise in Australia. And a Marine Corps pilot was killed when his combat jet crashed near a San Diego base during a training flight. Corporal Christian Cortez, a Marine with the 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing, said the details of what prompted the pilot to eject from the aircraft Sunday were under investigation. Based on the missing plane's location and trajectory, the search was initially focused on Lake Moultrie and Lake Marion, said Senior Master Sergeant Heather Staton at Joint Base Charleston. Both lakes are north of North Charleston. A South Carolina Law Enforcement Division helicopter joined the search after some bad weather cleared in the area, Stanton said. Military officials appealed in online posts Sunday for any help from the public in locating the aircraft. The pilot of a second F-35 returned safely to Joint Base Charleston, Salinas said. The planes and pilots were with the Marine Fighter Attack Training Squadron 501 with the 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing, based in Beaufort near the South Carolina coast. I'll never get it together. So, now that kind of clarified some things because I was like, how the fuck did they lose a whole goddamn plane? Right? If I can use the Find My Phone app to find my fucking phone, or my watch to find my phone, or vice versa, because I lose my phone all the time. That's what happens when you have, headphones and you just put your phone down somewhere and you walk away and then you're like, well, where the hell did I put it at? I don't know. That's what they make that for. So, anyways, I figured there was some kind of thing like that for the plane, but now that I didn't know that it was made to not be detected. I get it. I get it now. Well, anyways, that was the story. I don't know if you guys had heard about that. I didn't hear about the other ones. It's kind of questionable when you start looking into things and other things pop up. It's how life works. Well, anyways, if you guys have anything to add to this, go ahead and be my guest in the comment section. I appreciate that kind of stuff. And then, as always, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you guys want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe. And as always, I appreciate you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.